What we got here, man? Okay, sneak peek found the city. We heard from the community that the city's accessible and centralized layout from NBA 2K26 connected players to games faster, so we decided to run it back, but with a new nighttime neon aesthetic.
So this is the theme park style map that was in the corner. The hint here was that, as you did notice, the map is the same as 2K26's, because we heard from the community that this past year city, you all liked it. It was accessible, it had a very clean layout, and it got you in your games as fast as possible. So we are going to run it back, but this time it does have a neon nighttime look. So instead of redoing the city itself, our team did focus the attention on the key points inside the city instead. So the places that you actually play. So there are some new designs for the Rec, Street Kings, Park, and more modes that you can look forward to. So hopefully that is good news for many of you that our dev team spent their time on the places that you're actually hooping, because we think that's where you care the most about. Somebody said the question mark. Oh, you got the poster protein. All right, let's open that one. You did find another hint here. Let's spin this around and try to find. There we go.
Hey, man, I'm a master at discovering things, man. Let's lock in. Let's see what we got here.
Well, this one, as you will see in just a second, the poster protein bars was here so that we can talk about dunking, because there's a couple things. First, in 2K27, we are going to add a new layer of skill to dunks. So all dunks must now be timed using the dunk meter. This does not mean a wide open dunk is going to be easy to miss. There will be a big green window in most cases, but it's a new layer of skill added for dunking. And with that, our dev team also took a look at the dunk meter itself. So in 2K26 this past year, we heard from many of you that the meter would be static even if you beat your defender and got open at the rim. So this year, it is fully dynamic on both ends. So it continuously evaluates your defender's position relative to you from the moment you take off all the way to the rim. So if you are a slasher and this year you beat your defender and you get to the rim and you're wide open, you're going to see that green window expand. So for all the slashers out there, hopefully you're going to find that this new system is more logical and more realistic. That was the poster protein bar stacks.
So just to be clear, when you say all dunks are now to be timed, we talking about button and with the stick?
Yes, all dunks got to be timed.
Okay.
Let's move on and see what else we got. Somebody said on the fruit.
Fruit.
You can try clicking the fruit stacks.
I didn't see that.
Somebody said the question mark.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you'll like this name. OG Ananobi 2K said, click the question mark on the fruit cart. Looks like you got it. This is a funny one. I think a lot of people were wondering what these little stickers were, and these were shaped like badges. Probably some of you noticed that, but I don't think anybody did this, but if you counted, there were 53 of them sprinkled around the store. So this year, there will be 53 total badges in 2K27, which is an increase from the 40 badges that we had in 2K26. So we removed 6 badges from last year, but we did add 19 new badges, and also some of the returning badges had updates as well for balance. Now, we cannot share the full list today, but we do have a sneak peek at 3 of those new badges. So the first one is called Pace, and that increases your overall sprint speed as the ball handler in all offensive situations. The second one is called Wall Up, and that decreases the opponent's shot chance when you are playing hands-up defense on them. And the last one that we have to reveal today is called Flash, and that improves your overall movement during transition offense and defense. So these are just 3 of the 53 badges that we're going to have. You will find out the full list later in August.
Oh, right here. I see one right here in this box. This one is fast.
Yeah, let's go to the My Team side of the house for a second. This express shipping box in the back was to tell you that you are going to get what you ordered faster this year in My Team. So this year, the dev team has made transactions faster when you purchase cards in the auction house. So in 2K27, there will no longer be a verification delay when you win an auction on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, or Nintendo Switch 2. And that means when you buy a card, it will be available immediately. I am sure that is good news to a lot of you in the chat. I see some of you are happy with this news already, but yes, your cards that you buy from the auction house this year in My Team will be available immediately.
Okay. I also saw one here on this Sody Pop. Hat breakers, here we go. What we got?
Somebody asked about Cat Breakers, and of course we do have this Cat Breakers new flavor preview. Many of you noticed with good eyes that there were some soda cans that were in the color of the My Player Builder, like green for shooting, blue for finishing, and in the back there was this poster that said new flavor preview. So this was a play on words because Cat Breakers are coming back in 2K27, and we are going to address one of the biggest points of feedback about them by adding a preview of the Cat Breakers right within the builder itself. So once you are eligible for Cat Breakers, you're gonna be able to see a preview of their attribute boosts directly in the builder. You no longer have to make a build, go through the cutscene, go into the city, check your attributes menu, see that it's not quite how you want it, and back all the way out to the main menu and do it again. Trust me, I have done that myself a few times this year as well, and I cannot spoil our top secret data here, but I'll just say that we can see how many times people do that. And it was important that we had this Cat Breaker preview directly in the builder to help you have a more streamlined way to find your most optimized Cat Breaker layout. So we know y'all love Cat Breakers, they are back, and this year, once you have access to them, you can preview them in the My Player Builder. Chat, where should we go next? Stacks is your hand, you tell him where to go.
There you go, one right here, the 2K robot. Where's the sticker?
Well, this one is another one that I am very happy about, because many of y'all guessed correctly that the 2K robot had something to do with the AI. The dev team's focus this year on gameplay was really on balance, so that means there's going to be a lot of cool new offensive features, but also a tremendous amount of time that they spent on the defensive side of the court. So one of the things that we heard most about in 2K26 was that the AI defenders didn't always do a good job contesting shots. if you gave them a little jab stab, they would kind of back up and let you shoot over them. And they also wouldn't get great shot contests anyways. So if you were in the wreck and your teammates quit, it could be frustrating sometimes if your human teammate turned into an AI. I've been at that place as well. So this year in 2K27, the team has spent some time reworking the AI defenders to be more impactful on defense. They will do a better job contesting shots, and they also won't be as affected by snap overs from the offensive player. So that is very good news for many of you, I am sure, especially those of you who are playing in the wreck. Oh, hold on. I think AJ in the chat said, flip the gumball machine. Go back. There was a gumball machine on the counter.
Oh, I didn't see
There
that
we
right
go.
there. WIs. All right. Got a gumball
Good eye,
machine
AJ.
here.
So, I don't think I saw a single person get this hint. By the way, shout out Boom 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 is the one who came up with this hint, and I think it may have been too good of an Easter egg because I don't think anybody got this one. But this gumball machine had an auction house logo on it. And if you looked at the color of the gumballs, they are blue, green, and red. And this was to tease that for the first time, the auction house is now cross-platform across PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch 2. So that's what the blue, green, and red were meant to represent. So that means there are more cards on the auction house for you, more variety of cards, and a higher chance of finding the cards that you're looking for at a consistent price, no matter which platform you're playing on, whether you're on PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch. So something that the My Team fans in the chat will appreciate. So we got two big auction house upgrades. We got the auction house, the transactions will be faster, and also the entire auction house is now cross-platform, and those are across PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo.
Okay.
Stacks, I
Sounds
see
great.
people in the chat saying we should click that red apron. I think you saw it a little bit ago on the right side.
Ah, I see it. Yeah. They go right here. My bad. I was looking at the food. I'm a little hungry. All right, let's check this out right here.
We do got some chicken wings and pizza down there. Yes, there is a apron there. This one is really funny to me because I thought we made it pretty obvious that it was a red apron and a blue apron. So that's two aprons on top of one another, right? And that means that we added the effects of the second apron in MyNBA this year. But you know what? I saw some people in the community who thought that this was just meant to be a regular chef's apron, so it meant that our MyNBA dev team cooked this year. Both are true. That was not the intention of the apron, but both are true. So I am personally really excited for MyNBA this year. One of our dev team's goals was to go back to the basics and improve the core franchise experience that we know matters most to all of you who play MyNBA. So they spent time looking through community requests, feedback posts, and more, and they prioritized things like including the second apron in the new CBA, but also things like adding the ability to offer no trade clauses to free agents. I know that for many of you, that's not something that affects on-court gameplay, but for those of you who play MyNBA, that is very important to you. So we spent a lot of time gathering a lot of those feature additions together to add them into MyNBA, and those two things that I said are only two of the many other feature requests and improvements that have been made to the mode. You are going to see the full reveal later in August, but if I had to sit up here and read everything that is coming up, I think I would be here for a while because MyNBA is something that our dev team cares a lot about. They really strive to make the franchise experience as authentic as possible. So it was important for them that MyNBA reflects today's league, and all of you all who are submitting feedback about that on Discord, on Reddit, other platforms as well. It was very helpful to see that, so we appreciate your feedback. But we also have some other surprises as well that I'm not going to spoil here, but let's just say I think it's a good year to be a MyNBA fan, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm seeing people saying the street sign over here. I did see a sticker here, Evan.
I think that's it then. Let's go to the street sign.
Here we go.
Air Chris in the chat, you said Rucker Park, and you are correct because Rucker Park from New York City is recreated in 2K27, and it is going to be available both in Street Kings and also in this year's My Career Prelude story. So this is something that we know the community has been asking for in a long time. Stacks, I know you are a New York fan. You live near the city. What do you think about this one?
Look, man, I'm going out there to get buckets. That's all I, that's all I really got to say. Bucket's gonna get got out there in the Rucker. I'm having a good time, man. Some real basketball is gonna get played out there. Sure.
People said, is the prelude back? The prelude's what we call the story of My Career, like the bulk of the story, right? A lot of it happens before you actually make it into the NBA. So I'm not going to spoil the story. You'll find out more about it soon. But there is a prelude story again this year. So the name of the story is called Fire and Concrete. I can't say that. But the actual content of the story, I'm not going to talk about it here. It is a very cool story, and it is a very packed story as well. So those of you who play through the story side of My Career, we think you're going to have a very fun time this year in 2K27. The poster that says August 18th. Is there a sticker on that one,
See
Steph?
this here. Yes, there is. All right, this is the last sticker. Let's see what we got.
Well, I'm glad you all noticed this one because this is one that probably matters a lot for you this summer. Look, we've had a really great year for 2K26. It was one of our biggest years in history, and all of you in the community are what makes that happen. So you all know that me and Stacks, we love doing our streams here, but we want to upgrade it to something even better to bring the entire community together for a very big moment because we are going to reveal all of the NBA 2K27 news in a single day. So on August 18th, we're going to break down this year's features, improvements, each game mode, and much more, all during this preseason breakdown stream on August 18th. So that is going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can set your calendars. We're going to be right back here on the NBA 2K channels on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. So we are really excited about this one. We're telling you all now ahead of time. It's August 18th. We're being very honest about this. All of the news is going to come on August 18th. So we really hope you come back here for that one. That is a Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. We hope you come back here on the NBA 2K channels with us on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube because we're going to be streaming that day.